first thing you need to know in this SPSS interface is that we have many options here, many tabs that we can use. For example, the type file that we can use to import data or open a new data set, the SPSS data set. We can save that data as. We can do many other things. We have type edit that can be used to insert a new cases, new cases in our data set. We have, for example, the tab data that can be used, for example, to split our data into two data sets, select and delete or keep some cases if you want. You can use, for example, the option transform, create to generate, for example, a new variable. Have also the analyze tool. Analyze, that is the most used tabs in SPSS that can be used to perform descriptive statistics, Bayesian statistics, run many other simple and complex analyses like general linear model, regression, as well as multiple imputation, something like that. We can also input graphic like bar chart, pie chart, and many other things like that. So these two tabs in which we will focus especially are tabs transform and analyze. Transform and analyze. So for the tab analyze, we will show you how to generate a new variable. For example, here we have age in here. So we can generate, for example, two classes of ages that will classify for people who have, for example, more than 50 years and person that are age more than 50. So let us go on transform. We create a new variable that will be called age plus underscore plus. So we'll create not only two classes, as we said, we'll create three classes. Those who are more than 4 years. The second class will be for person that are aged between 40 to 60. And the last class will be for those who are aged more than 60 years. So we create our first class with value 1 and we set a condition by coming here in this tab here, if. So we click on if here, down here, click on if and include cases, select include cases. We will select our variable age and use this arrow in order to put it into variable section. We will require our variable to be in our first class to be less than 40 year old. So we click on continue and then click on OK. Now you can see that our first class have been generated. Can generate as well our second class, transform, compute variable. We keep the same name, age classes. Our second value will be 2. 2 for those who are if condition age is more than 14, and the second condition will be that age must be less than 60, and then we click on continue and then click on OK. I can see that our second class has been generated. We'll generate our third class, clicking on compute variable, and then we will put here 3. Our third characteristics will be if age is more than 60 years old. Then click on continue and then click on OK. And you can see that our variable have been generated and we have a variable age data set, and we can come into variable and define some conditions, some characteristics. We have will not have a decimal here. Width can be 1 as well as other variable. We can create a label here. (42) and we can have the percentage of each class, and we can just have a valid percent and a cumulative percent. Valid percent can change if we have missing value in our data set. Here we don't have any missing value, so that we cannot plot a different percentage for valid percent. So that's how we can analyze a simple variable. We can also cross two variables to see, for example, the repartition of COVID, those who have COVID with age classes. So we can also go on descriptive statistics, analyze descriptive statistics, and then click on cross tab. we can select a variable, a raw variable will be age classes. Our column variable will be sex, will be COVID, have COVID, and then we click on OK. And we can see that we have here a partition of our sample between age classes and those who have COVID or not. We can notice that for those who were less than 40 years old, for the 63 one that were in these classes, 39 do not have COVID and 24 had COVID. For those who were between 40 to 59, that were 24 people, 9 do not have COVID and 15 of them has COVID. And for those who were more than 50 years, that were 42 people. For these 42 people, 24 of them do not have COVID and 80 of them have COVID. You can go on descriptive statistic first table. In the option we can put on statistic, we can click on chi-square to run a chi-square test to see whether or not there is a link, there is independence or not between variable or age class and COVID-19. So we click on pursue, continue, and then click on OK. And you can see that in the result, after a cross table, we have the chi-square test that record a person chi-square value and as well as p-value, which is here 0.012. 0.12, that is more than 5%. 5% is a threshold that is used in statistical in social sciences, meaning that when the as well as the null hypothesis of the chi-square test is that there is independence among two variables. We just accept the null hypothesis because the p-value is more than 5%, meaning that variable age and COVID are independent, completely independent between variable age, and can just run some few analysis like regression. We'll go on tab analyze, then go on regression, and then go on we'll first of all use for regression we'll use linear regression. For this regression, we'll put in dependent variable tab variable age with salary. We'll explain the variable month salary in according to variable sex. We select sex and age. So we'll put all these two variables and then click on OK. And you can see that we have the result of our regression showing that sex of individual is not statistically significant. When we take a 5% threshold, you can see that at 10% level, we can notice that sex of individual significantly influence in the monthly salary of people. You can also run things like logistic regression in analysis. Here, regression, logistic binary, for example, will explain the COVID variable, have COVID, and what explain the fact you have COVID variable, review the variable sex, age, and monthly salary, put on covariate. Then as categorical variable, we select the variable sex and continue, then click on OK. And you can see in the result of our logistic regression that there is no influence among no variable like among sex, age, and monthly salary is significant because the p-value here are just all more than 5%. We'll stop here for this introductory tutorial. We'll do many other tutorials in order to show you how to use SPSS, and we think that in this tutorial the aim was just to help you have some basics in which you can use in order to considerably increase your level in the using of SPSS.